There was the 70 weeks of the Messiah put onto a chart at one time a couple of years ago, and it changed the lives of so many people around the world because no one realized that Yeshua's ministry was not 3.5 years, it was only 70 weeks. And now, Michael, you've decided to do this with a chart about the Revelation.
That's right. Now, I just got back from Taiwan, where I was teaching the Taiwanese, the Chinese that came over, and I was doing this on the gospel of the kingdom. But right at the beginning of the presentation, I put the chart up on the screen, and I took them through the book of Revelation. You know, I can do it in 5 minutes, I can do it in 5 hours, I can do it in 500 hours. but I felt like there were things that they needed to understand and to get an overview of how the book of Revelation and how the Gospels all tie in. And when I did that, I realized, you know, I got to come back to the United States, and I have got to record this for everyone. Because once we have the book of the Revelation and we have it in order, then the rest of the Bible all falls together. Because to understand Revelation, you have to go back to Genesis, because that's where it all starts. You have to understand Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers. You have to understand the Torah, because the Torah is our schoolmaster to lead us to the Messiah. And just as Yeshua, the first time he came, he was validated as the prophet we must hear and obey. And if we don't hear and obey him, we will be judged accordingly. But he is going to come back as the king who reigns from the throne of David. This is the Jewish expectation that Yeshua, when he came the first time, didn't fulfill that. Well, that's true. He didn't, but he is going to come back. And when he comes back this next time, and this is a part of the gospel, this is what we are supposed to be communicating with the world, but yet nobody's teaching the book of Revelation because they are not teaching the Torah. If you don't know the Torah, you'll never understand the Gospels, and God knows we'll never understand the book of Revelation.
Well, that's why I love that you call the Revelation the fifth gospel, because that's really what it is. It's the sequel to the first four gospels, and that's really what it all comes to. And that's what we're supposed to be looking ahead to, as you said, and we can't do that without the Torah. And I love that you taught it. Now, this was the first time you taught it in China, right? I mean, well, the first time ever,
right,
and you taught it first in China.
With the chart and all that. Yeah. I did it at a seminary a couple of years ago, but in this format, this is the one that communicates. And it's a beautiful work of art because we had the whole graphics department. We worked on this for months. And speaking of that, Scott, you know, it's not just the cost of the cameras and putting us on the air and all. It's that we have to be supported so that we can do these different projects. Literally, we had people tied up for months working on this so that we have the tools in our hands to be able to reach out around the world. Now that we've done that, and the Revelation chart is now in Mandarin Chinese, the chronological Gospels in Mandarin Chinese, it's in Spanish, and I think there are other things out there. There's so much going on that I can't keep track of it. We have people that keep track of that, and these people actually have families that have to be fed.
That's right. And that's really the only, a lot of people don't realize that's the only way that we see your programs. There's a whole team behind you. And that chart was like you said, a couple of people, it took them a few months to put that together. Now it's going to be taken to another department where it's going to be put on television, where you're going to do a whole series on which is the most exciting thing I've seen in a long time. And so we need folks to keep standing with us to make that happen, because the job isn't done yet. We got to keep going.
Yeah, the summer months, people are on vacation, you know, the support falls off, but we can't forget that we're here not to gratify ourselves in this life. We are here to make the gospel of the kingdom, to do what Yeshua said to do. So please, if you fell off the tracks, got off the rails this summer, come on back, stand with us. We really need your help, because what you give, we turn right around and get it out to the world. It's not for ourselves, not that we desire a gift, but that grace and a gift can go to your account.
Indeed, and there's two easy ways to do that. Go to rootawakening.tv/give, simple as that, or call our number at 888-766-3610 and in advance, thank you.